Welcome to the Rugby Obsession Podcast. If you're a fan of the scrum, the roar of the crowd, every bone-jarring tackle, well, you're in the right place. Make sure you subscribe to Rugby Obsession so you don't miss out on any of the action. Today we're going deep, really deep, into a massive event. France clinching the 2025 Six Nations title.
It was a thrilling tournament, and you've sent us some amazing insights, reports, everything. We're going to break it all down, see exactly how France took the championship in that final match against Scotland, Saturday, March 15th.
Saturday, March 15th, a date for the history books.
Definitely a day to remember. We've got your notes here, covering the final game, live reports, post-match analysis, the works. We really want to get to the heart of it all. How did they achieve this? What were the key turning points? What does it mean for France moving forward? We're on a mission to give you the clearest picture possible. Ready to dive in?
Let's go. So picture this. Paris, a winner-takes-all scenario. France absolutely needed to beat Scotland, especially after England's victory earlier in the day.
Talk about pressure. England had just laid down a massive challenge, defeating Wales. So for France, it was simple. Win, and you're the Six Nations champions. That Parisian atmosphere, electric, it definitely played a part.
You could cut the tension with a knife. In France, they came out with fire in their bellies. Fourth minute, Thomas Ramos, cool as you like, slots a penalty. What a way to settle the nerves, get those early points.
It was a statement, you know? That early lead in a game with so much riding on it, priceless. Ramos, he was ice in his veins.
Then comes a moment, a game changer. Scotland's Jamie Ritchie gets sent to the sin bin, temporary suspension in the 12th minute. France, they seize the opportunity. 18th minute, Yoram Moefana, try time. Ramos knows the conversion, 10-0. Did that shift the whole dynamic of the game?
Losing a man, especially a forward, for 10 minutes against a team like France, well, that's a tough ask. What I found so interesting is how France immediately targeted the space left by Ritchie. Their forwards, they went to work, creating space for Moefana out wide. It was a tactical masterclass.
Scotland, a man down, forced to scramble in defense, and France took full advantage.
But it wasn't a perfect first half for France, was it? They had a bit of luck with a disallowed Scottish try, and then Peter Movaka, their own player, gets a yellow card for a headbutt.
Two massive swings. Could have gone either way. Scotland, gutted to have that try chalked off, it would put them right back in the mix. And for France, having Movaka sent off could have really disrupted their momentum.
Our reports say France took full advantage of the pair of reprieves, motoring to the title. It's amazing how these moments can completely change the course of a game.
Rugby's a game of inches, isn't it? What impressed me was France's resilience. They didn't panic, absorb the pressure, didn't concede any points in those crucial moments.
And despite only being up 16-13 at halftime, the second half, wow, France came out like a rocket. Just after the restart, Louis Belbiari, what a try, and Ramos adds the extras. This wasn't just any try, though. This was his 8th of the campaign, a new record for most tries in a single Six Nations tournament. Talk about a statement. Belbiari, his speed, his lines of running, he's been a nightmare for defenses all tournament. To break the record right at the start of the second half, that's a psychological blow. It told Scotland, we're here to win, and we're not letting up.
It's like they flipped a switch.
Yeah.
France, in the second half, relentless. Just before the hour mark, Ramos, he gets his own try and, of course, adds the conversion. 14-point lead now.
Right.
And then Moefana, he puts the icing on the cake, his second try of the match. France just found another gear.
Once they had that momentum, they were unstoppable. Ramos's try, individual brilliance, cutting through the defense like a hot knife through butter. And then Moefana showing that clinical finishing. France, they earned that lead through constant pressure, flawless execution.
Some reports use the phrase ruthless display of brute force to describe France's second half performance, scoring 3 unanswered tries. It really shows their ability to dominate when the stakes are high.
That second half, it was a statement. France, their forwards laid the foundation, their backs had the space to do their magic. It was clinical, it was powerful, it was a championship-winning performance.
And let's not forget their defense. Rock solid in the second half, only conceding 3 points. Sean Edwards, their defense coach, even said they showed resilience in defense second half and felt just as happy as if it was a grand slam. That tells you everything you need to know about the significance of this win.
Defense wins championships, right? To hold Scotland to a single penalty in that second half after such a tight first half, incredible. It shows that this victory wasn't just about their attack, it was a complete team performance.
Let's go over that final score one more time for the listeners at home. France 35, Scotland 16. France 4 tries, 2 by Moefana, 1 from Belbiari and 1 for Ramos. 3 conversions and 3 penalties, all by the boot of Ramos. Scotland managed a try from Graham, converted by Russell, who also added 3 penalties.
The scoreboard tells the story, doesn't it? France, especially in that second half, they controlled the game. Scotland, they had their moments, but France's try-scoring ability, their efficiency, that was the difference. Ramos, he was perfect with the boot, just kept the pressure on.
And to put this victory in context, this is France's first Six Nations title since 2022. There's a really powerful moment after the match. Their injured captain, Antoine Dupont, he lifted the trophy, a real symbol of the team's spirit.
Antoine Dupont, a true leader, even when he's sidelined. That image, him lifting the trophy, speaks volumes. Winning a title after a bit of a wait, it means so much more.
Scotland's coach, Gregor Townsend, he gave credit to his team's effort, their physicality, but he admitted the disallowed try and France's explosive start to the second half, they were turning points. He even said they were a bum cheek away from converting at the end of the first half. That's how close it was.
It's a reminder that at this level, the margins are so fine. One moment can change everything. But you have to give credit to France. That second half performance, they took the game away from Scotland, and that's what champions do.
So to wrap it up, France, they needed this win, and they delivered. A commanding second half performance, a powerful attack, a resolute defense, all the ingredients for a Six Nations title. And hey, if you're enjoying this deep dive into France's Six Nations victory, hit that subscribe button on Rugby Obsession.
Absolutely. France, they faced the pressure head on and delivered a performance that showcased their quality. That second half, wow, that was special. It showed they can rise to the occasion when it matters most.
France's journey to this 2025 Six Nations title, culminating in that incredible win over Scotland, it's been a real roller coaster. We've gone through all the key moments, the stats, the insights from your reports. What are your thoughts? Any moments that stood out to you? We want to hear from you. Head over to our social media, leave a comment, let us know what you think. And don't forget to subscribe to Rugby Obsession for more in-depth analysis and discussions.
We want to hear your take. Was it BLBRE's record-breaking try? Was it the steal of their defense in that second half? Share your thoughts with us.
Here's a final thought to leave you with. How will this Six Nations title shape France's future? Can they carry this momentum into future tournaments? It's a question worth pondering.
The great question. Can they maintain this level of performance, build on this success on the global stage? It'll be fascinating to see what happens next.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive here on the Rugby Obsession podcast. We'll see you next time for another exciting episode.